Humanities 1315 Final Persuasive Speech by Roberto Acosta.
Hello guys, my name is Roberto Acosta and this is my last speech for Speech 1315. I know, I'm sad too. This speech is a persuasive speech and it's about the iPod and how it transformed the music industry. To start off, I will begin by explaining the music industry. It involves two core components. One of these components is the people that are making the music, the artist, the label company, etc. The other component represents the people who are listening to the music, the ones that are fueling the music industry with their money. It's a cycle of supply and demand. One side produces the music, and the other side buys and listens to the music that are supplied. However, this cycle was altered forever with the invention of the iPod. We see a historical change in the way music is accessed by the public, a cultural change in the relationship between the artist and the listener, which benefited the artist, and finally there's a technological change through the invention of the device that had a profound effect on everything in terms of music. The historical change can be described in the sense that for the first time in history, this technology allowed us for even more control. Before this, we were controlled by the place and the process of where and how we had access to this music. Listeners can now download hundreds of songs from home instead of having to drive to the neighborhood record store. However, listeners aren't the only ones that are affected in the music industry. By the invention of the iPod, the artists are equally affected by the introduction of this revolutionary product. For one, they now had many things they could take advantage of. For example, develop new ways to promote their music. They can now advertise for an upcoming tour they're having, or release a song from a to-be-released album to increase the listener's excitement for the release of the upcoming album. This promoted sales and benefited the artist economically, and like so made artists happy with this invention. The relationship between the artist and the listeners also changed in that listeners now didn't have to buy the whole album on vinyl. Like before, they could now cherry pick whatever songs they wanted instead of paying extra for the filler on an album. This contributed to the listeners' happiness and made them content about this, and it was possible thanks to the iPod. Therefore, this improved the relationship and contributed to the mental happiness between the artist and the listener. Additionally, it highlighted the profound effect and impact on the historical historical and technological invention. The technology changes brought about by this device can be seen through in terms of the invention of this device itself. This innovative technology proposed by Steve Jobs literally invented the 21st century. The iPod led to a more recent invention of the iPhone, the iPad, and the iPod Nano. The iPod Shuffle also was included in this series of Apple products. All these generated a lasting effect on the music industry because thanks to these more recent versions of the iPod, we now have a better and more improved version of the technology that revolutionized the way we listen to music. Although Apple wasn't the only one making MP3 players, they made them unique and revolutionary in a way that still makes them relevant. Therefore, the iPod was a revolutionary product that forever transformed the musical industry in many ways. Through a historical perspective, it was the first one and only MP3 that its software iTunes is still used today to listen to music, whether it's on a phone, tablet, or Mac. Through a cultural viewpoint, we can see that for the first time there is a major change in the interaction between the artist and the listeners. The iPod benefits the artist and assists them economically. Finally, through the technological standpoint, we see that the iPod itself was a technological invention that can be seen as a musical instrument in itself, because it has improved and adapted so that you can now have so many more things on a device and not just listen to music. Consequently, as seen through these three factors, the iPod has had a lasting effect on the music industry, for better or for worse. It has influenced society we have today, a society that is filled with Apple technology. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Thank you for watching my video. Goodbye.